What's going on, guys? We're back into another video, and today is another episode of this for-your consideration series. We are at the second to last episode for this award season. Today, we are finally, guys, the Oscars is 2 days away from when you're watching this, and it is now time for me to give my full, comprehensive Oscar predictions. So this is how it's going to work. So I have 20 of the 24 categories here. I didn't see any of the short films, and I didn't see any of the documentaries. So I'm taking them out. They're not explicable. Like, I can't talk about them because I haven't seen them. I can't give any reaction. So, but the rest of the categories are here. Every single other category is here. So yeah, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give you 3 different things for each category. I will give you the one I want to win. I will give you one that I think could win, but then I will give you one that I think will win. It says should win, but it's will win. Let me actually change that just so I don't get confused. So I'll give you want to win, could win, and will win. Those are the ones that I'll give you. And that's pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think is going to win Best Picture? What are your reactions to the nominees? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? And then we will have a video on Monday reacting to the Oscars. I will tell you what I got right, what I got wrong, what I think. All of that will be coming out on Monday. But without further ado, guys, I think let's get right into it. Let's quit dilly-dallying. So the first one we're going to talk about is Best Visual Effects. Best Visual Effects. I want Avengers Endgame to win. I would love, this is the one category that Avengers Endgame is nominated in. I would love for Avengers Endgame to win. I think The Lion King could win. I'm not basing it off the movie, I'm basing it off the technical genius that was. It was insane. It was very impressive. But I do think Avengers Endgame will win. I do. I think that they will throw Avengers Endgame a bone and say, hey, you know, we'll see. I don't know. We're going to move on to the 2 sound categories. So we're going to start off with sound mixing. I want Ford v Ferrari to win. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win, but I do think Ford v Ferrari will win. And sound editing, same across the board. I think Ford v Ferrari, I want Ford v Ferrari to win. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win, but I think in the end, Ford v Ferrari will win. Moving on to Best Production Design. I want 1917 to win. I think 1917's production design was amazing. I think 1917 could win. Just won the BAFTA, so that's a pretty big deal. But I do think in the end, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will win. I will tell you guys, I may change these right before the awards start, depending. If you want to see what the actual, my actual predictions are, literally right before the Oscars start, go follow me on Twitter at Fanatic15. I will be not live tweeting the awards, but I'll be tweeting a lot about the awards. So if you want to see my reactions, want to see all of that right away, go follow me at Fanatic15 on Twitter. Everything will be there. Moving on to Best Hair and Makeup. I want Joker to win, and I think it could win, but in the end, I think this is one of the runaways. I think Bombshell will win. Best Costume Design. I want Little Women to win. The costumes are really great in that movie. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win, but I think Little Women will win. It won the BAFTA last night for Best Costume Design, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Best Song. I want the song from Rocketman to win. I think Into the Unknown could win from Frozen 2, but I think the Rocketman song in the end will win. Best Score. I want the Marriage Story score to win. I think it could win. It could sneak up and win. But I think in the end, this is another one of the runaway ones. I think Joker is going to win. It's basically swept everything. So I think that's how it's going to be. Then we move on to Best International Film, or as I would call it this year, the Parasite category. I want Parasite to win. I think Pain and Glory could potentially win, but we all know it's not because we know Parasite will win Best International Film. We move on to Best Editing. I want Ford v Ferrari to win. I think Joker could potentially win, but in the end, I do believe that Ford v Ferrari will win. I think that's kind of it for Ford v Ferrari. I think it's going to get those 3 technical awards, and that will be it. And then we go into Best Cinematography. I think this one's also a runaway as well. I want 1917 to win. I think The Lighthouse could win, but I think in the end, Deakins will win for 1917 because the cinematography is masterful in that film. It really is. And I think that that's another kind of runaway one. I think that one's pretty obvious. Then we move on to Best Director. I want Sam Mendes to win. I think he directed the heck out of 1917. Bong Joon-ho could win, and I kind of understand that now that I've seen Parasite. I think he could win, but I do think that Sam Mendes will win. He's been winning all of the awards, and it's kind of leaning that way. So Sam Mendes. Then we have the Best Animated Film. This is interesting. I actually want to change this right now. I just changed my could win based off what happened at the BAFTAs last night, or the other night. I want Toy Story 4 to win. My new could win is Klaus. I think Klaus has had a few victories, but more importantly, Toy Story hasn't had all of the victories. So that means I think Klaus could potentially come in and slide in for an upset. But I do think Toy Story 4 will win. I do. But Klaus, watch out for Klaus. It may surprise. Now we get into the biggest awards of the night. The screenplays, the actor awards, and Best Picture. Best Original Screenplay. Marriage Story, I want to win. I'm going to slightly change this one. I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. I'm going to say I think either Marriage Story or Parasite could win. But I do think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will win. Tarantino's won a lot of Best Original Screenplays in this award season. I think that momentum will continue. But again, I could change my mind right before the Oscars. And again, follow me on Twitter at Fanatic15 if you want to see if I make any of those changes. Best Adapted Screenplay. I'm also going to change this one. I want Little Women to win. I want Greta Gerwig to get that nod. I think it could win. It was my will win, but after Jojo Rabbit took the screenplay at the BAFTAs, I think Jojo Rabbit is going to take this. It's very up in the air. This is one of the toughest ones, I think, because it's probably neck and neck between Little Women and Jojo Rabbit. That's why I have Little Women and could win, because I still think there is a very big opportunity. And because Gerwig was snubbed for director, they may award her with the screenplay just to get her up on stage and show her some support. But I think Jojo may be surprised, and I think Jojo's going to win. But we'll see. We'll see. Moving on to the actor categories. They're all pretty straightforward, so we're just going to run right through them. Best Supporting Actress. I want Florence Pugh to win. She could win, but we all know Laura Dern is going to win. Best Supporting Actor. I want Tom Hanks to win. Brad Pitt. No, Tom Hanks could win. I did that wrong. Because Brad Pitt's going to win. He will win. Best Actress. Saoirse Ronan, I want to win. I think she could. But we all know, again, it's a runaway. We know Renee Zellweger will win for Judy. And then, of course, the final acting category, Best Actor. I want Adam Driver to win. I would love for him to win. I think he could potentially slide in and win, but this is probably the most runaway of them all. Joaquin's gonna win for Joker. I mean, any other year, Adam Driver would be a lock, but this year, with this polarizing performance from Phoenix, I think there's no doubt, in my mind at least, that Joaquin's gonna come out with the win. But the one that you guys are all waiting for, Best Picture. You guys saw in my Best Picture ranking video, my favorite is Ford v Ferrari. I would love for Ford v Ferrari to win. It's not gonna happen, but I would love for it to win. I cheated again on the could win. I have two. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite could win. But I think 1917 will win. If 1917 wins, that changes the director. If 1917 wins, I think Bong Joon-ho will win Best Director. If Sam Mendes wins Best Director, I think Parasite could potentially win Best Picture, but we don't know. We still have to see. It's still up in the air. I'm not sure. It's just my predictions. But let me know down in the comments below, guys. What is your prediction for Best Picture? Who do you think will win? Do you think it'll be 1917 or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite? Or one of the others? Let me know down below who you think is going to win Best Picture. Let me know just what you think about my predictions. You think I'm spot on? Do you think I'm dead wrong? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There are some tough categories. There are, I'd say, a pretty good amount of runaways that are pretty obvious, but there are some that are pretty tough, like Best Adapted Screenplay. That one is a very, very close race, and it could go to, like, 3 of them it could go to, potentially. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking the time to like, comment, subscribe. If you are new, thank you for taking the time to click on the video. If you are a returner, thank you so much for keeping the momentum going. If you are new and you have not subscribed, I would consider subscribing because we're almost to 400 subscribers, and when we get there, we're doing a very big giveaway. So make sure you subscribe now. Let's get to 400 subscribers and have that giveaway. But guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.